Hey everyone, welcome back to ML Works. In this video, we'll continue with our series on AI agents monitoring and evaluation. So this is part 6 of the series where we'll be discussing about RAG pipeline evaluation. Now some of the key concepts that we'll be focusing on is RAG chains, retrieval and generation tracing, and then we'll have our faithfulness scoring. And faithfulness scoring is nothing but your evaluation of LLM's response. Now coming to the full RAG pipeline, so this is the workflow that we'll be building. So we'll have user query which will be sent to the keyword retriever, and based on the keywords that are present in the query, we'll be retrieving the top K documents that will be acting as a context for our LLM, and it will generate the response based on that context. And the whole LLM call will be traced with the help of MLflow. Now coming to the retriever and the LLM generation, they are both captured as a single hierarchical trace such that it can give you the end-to-end visibility. Now coming to the RAG scorers, so we'll be creating multiple scorer function. One is not empty, where we'll check if the model has written something or not. And then we have a scorer for not hallucinating, where we check the model didn't refuse due to the missing context. And then we have a scorer function for keyword present, where the evaluation will check for a specific key term present in the LLM response. And we also have a scorer function for response length OK, where we expect the LLM's response to be in a specific range like 5 to 100 words, neither too short, neither too long. So these are the various scorer functions which will be used for evaluating the LLM's response. Now let us discuss the script here. So let me go to the specific script, which is RAG pipeline evaluation. Now let's first focus on the pipeline architecture. So as I said earlier, we have a user query. We'll be using a simple retriever which will make use of keyword search for retrieving the top K documents. It will be turning that documents into your retrieved context, and that retrieved context along with the user query will be sent to the Ollama LLM, which is the LLM that we'll be using as part of this task, and then we'll be generating the response here. So this whole LLM call will be traced with the help of MLflow, and will also be evaluating the LLM response that is coming from the LLM here. Now let us get into the core part of our script. First, we import all the necessary modules that are required for running this task. So first we import OS, which is used for setting the environment, and then we import MLflow for interacting with the MLflow server, and we make use of scorer for transforming our Python function into evaluation function, which will be evaluating the LLM's response. And then comes our Ollama LLM, which is used for connecting to Ollama APIs running in the back end. Then comes our prompt template, where we'll be sending our prompt to the LLM user for generating the response. Now coming to the setup part, so first thing what we set is OpenAI API key as dummy, since we are using Ollama based LLMs which are open source and also present in our local machine. We don't need any API key. We set it here because we don't want to run into some warnings when we run the script. And next comes our MLflow setup, where we'll be first setting the tracking URI, which will be connecting to the MLflow server running on localhost 6001. And then we create a new experiment called LangChain Ollama RAG eval, and we'll be enabling the auto logging for this script. Now this is with respect to setup. Now let us understand the tiny in-memory knowledge base. So when we talked about this flow, we want to retrieve some documents here. So this is where we'll be creating the corpus from which we'll be retrieving the top K documents. So in this corpus, we have a list of dictionary. So in total, we have around 7 documents, and each will be on specific topic. Here we have MLflow 1, MLflow 2, and some content present for each topic. And then we have LangChain, we have Ollama, RAG, and MLOps. So this will be your corpus from which you have to pick the top K documents. So now comes our simple keyword retriever. So here we define a function called retrieve, which takes in a parameter like query, and then it has a parameter top k, which is set as 2 by default. So this basically means that we want to retrieve two documents from our corpus, which we have defined here earlier. Now this function will return top k corpus entries with the most keyword overlaps. So there must be overlap between the query and the document that we want to retrieve. So for this, what we do is first we identify the unique words that are present inside the query, and then we identify the unique words that are present in the documents. Then we calculate the overlap between the query and the document with the help of AND operator, and that will become part of this tuple, where we'll be having the overlap length, and then we'll be having the document against which the query is overlapping with. And then we'll be sorting this list based on the overlap length, and we'll be finding the top k documents which has the most overlap with the query. Now once we have defined this function, then we have to create our RAG chain. To create a RAG chain, first we have to initialize the LLM. So this is where we make use of Ollama LLM, and we'll be setting the model as Qwen 3.5 0.8 billion parameter model. And then we'll be setting the base URL as localhost 11434. So the localhost 11434 is where our Ollama server is running. So once you have connected with this server, you will be able to access the models that are present in Ollama. And we'll be setting the temperature as 0.1 here, and we'll be creating a RAG prompt. This is the prompt that will be sending it to the LLM for generating the response. So this is where we make use of prompt template. So this prompt contains these details, where we say that use the following context to answer the question. If the context does not contain the answer, say I don't know based on the context. So the context will be the retrieved document that we'll pick from here. Question is the user query, and the answer will be generated by the LLM. Now with the help of RAG prompt and LLM, we create a chain called as RAG chain. So once you have done with RAG chain, then you have to define a function where you will be making the prediction. So inside this function, first we take in the question. So based on the question, we retrieve the top k documents. That will become your context. And once you get the context, you will be using the question along with the context, send it to the RAG chain and generate the response. Now comes our RAG specific scorer. So this is where we'll be discussing about the evaluation of LLM's response. So scorer is the decorator which will turn our Python function into evaluation function. So this one is not empty function, where it will take in the LLM's response and we'll see whether the response is empty or not. So next comes our not hallucinating scorer function, where we take in the LLM's response and we'll be seeing whether these refusal phrases are present inside the output or not. So this is where we check that. If not, then we say that this is not hallucinating. So next comes our keyword present scorer function, where we'll be seeing whether a expected keyword is present in the LLM's response or not. So we set the expected response as part of the parameter, and we'll be checking whether this expected response is present in the output or not. If it is not present, then we'll be setting it as false, otherwise we'll be setting it as true. Now comes our scorer function for response length, where we'll be saying true or false based on the response length. If it is between 5 and 100, then we'll be saying true, otherwise we'll be setting it as false. So next comes our evaluation data set, which is a list of dictionary where we have multiple keys, input and expectation. So if you remember this here, so under keyword present we have expectations dot keyword. So this is that keyword. So every question that is being sent to the LLM will be seeing whether this specific keyword is present or not as part of the LLM's response. So every questions that we send to the LLM will be seeing whether these keywords are present as part of the LLM's response. Now coming to the run evaluation, so this is where we'll be making use of genai.evaluate from MLflow, and here we set the data set, which is the eval data set, which takes in 5 questions and what is the expected response. and this is the prediction function, which is basically the LangChain invocation that is being done here. If I go here, right, this is where the invocation is done. This is the function that we use. So these are the scorer which is used for evaluating the LLM's response. Now once we run through all the questions and once we have evaluated for each scorer, then we'll be getting our metrics here. So once we get the results, then we'll be printing our aggregate metrics and the per sample result, which we'll see when we are running this script. So now let me go to terminal and turn on my MLflow server. So maximize this, clear this, switch to the virtual environment and activate. So MLflow server -- port 6001. Now let me open another tab in the terminal. Here I'll show if the Ollama is running or not. So right now, yeah, Ollama is present and it is up and running. So we have all these different models that are present in Ollama. So we'll be making use of this specific model. If you want to try out any other model, you can download them and you can also make use of that model as part of your task. So we have our MLflow and Ollama up and running. Now what we can do is go to the IDE and go to the terminal here, move this down a bit, switch to the Python environment and then run the script. Switch to the folder which is MLOps and LangChain. Run the sixth script which is 06 RAG pipeline evaluation. Now this will create an experiment which is LangChain Ollama RAG eval does not exist, so it will create a new experiment and then it will iterate through all this question and it will be generating the LLM response. So since we have started this, let me go to the browser now, new window, localhost 6001, and we have our LangChain Ollama RAG eval which started just now. Let me click this experiment and right now we don't have any traces here. So I didn't get any response, I guess. So let's wait for the response and then we'll be seeing them on the MLflow UI. So evaluation is started here. So we have 5 questions that we will be iterating over. So these are the 5 questions. What is MLflow? What does MLflow tracking does? What is LangChain? How does Ollama exposes its API? And what is RAG? So if you see here, 20% is done. Now let me go to MLflow server. Let me refresh this. So we have 5 traces. So we have latency of 2.76 seconds and this is the percentile latency. And here we don't have anything else. Let me go to the quality here. So since we had our scorer functions, those will be present under quality tab. And these are the various scorer functions that we have declared. Is not empty, keyword present, not hallucinating, and response length okay. So here if I just go to traces, so you will see that this is the first question. If I go back to IDE, so what was the first question MLflow used for? So this is the first question. So if you see here, this is true, 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 which means that it's not empty. So we got some response here. And keyword present, yeah, machine learning is present inside this response. If I just go here, so we have this keyword machine learning and then we have not hallucination, so it doesn't contain the word I don't know, so it's not hallucinating. And then we have response length okay, which means that it is between 5 to 100 words. So this is for this specific question. Now let me go to the IDE. Let's see. So 60% is done. We have still 2 questions to go. Now let me go to some other question. What is RAG here? And then we can see the response here. Okay, this is not the response. This is the context. Since we are running a RAG, it has to fetch top 2 documents. So these are the 2 documents it has pulled. Okay, if I just go to IDE again, let me move this down. Do we have any other relevant document for RAG? So this is the most relevant document for RAG, and for this question, I guess it should have picked this specific document, but it failed to do that. And if you see here the keyword present, so the keyword is not present, so it gave a response false, and it is also saying not hallucinating. If you see the output here, you will notice that I don't know based on the context. That's why it gave this specific false response for not hallucinating scorer function. And these two, it is true because we got some response and its length is between 5 to 100 words. Now let me refresh this again. So this was the latest one. Let me click this. So if you notice here, our response is empty here, and this is the context. So for a specific question like what is LangChain, this specific document that got retrieved is quite relevant. And if you look at the keyword present, it is saying it has false. Let me go to this one, go to the, okay, so this is the keyword that we are looking for, language models. And since the response is empty, we don't see anything here, so we get a false here, keyword present. And response length, okay, so it is less than 5 words, so we are getting false. Is not empty, which is also false, and not hallucinating, and it is true. Now let me just refresh this again. So this is the final response we got. How does Ollama exposes its API? So for this, it correctly retrieved this specific document, and then it generated this response. So it exposes its API through the REST API that is compatible with OpenAI format. Now the expected response was, if I just close this, so the expected response was REST here. So it has given a true for all the scorer functions here. Now let me go to the traces here. Let me show how the prompt is being set. So if you notice here, use the following context to answer the question. If the context does not contain the answer, say I don't know based on the context. So this is what we got as the response here. So for this specific question. So now we are almost done with our video. So let me just go back here and stop the MLflow server, and then I'll be going to this IDE, and here also you can notice the aggregate metrics. So this is the aggregate metrics, and this is per sample based metrics what we are seeing here. So with this, I'll be concluding this video. Thank you for watching.